My mother's a walking pharmacy. Her life's greatest achievement has been being sick. Whenever something good happened to our family, she'd mysteriously get worse. The day I got into an elite prep school, she was paralyzed in bed for 3 days. When Dad got promoted with a raise, her heart condition flared up, landing her in the hospital for a week. My brother Tyler had it worse. Every award certificate he ever earned was literally soaked in Mom's tears. She'd always say, "You're all so successful." And here I am, just a useless cripple, full of diseases, dragging you all down to your graves. Over time, Dad and Tyler bought into it completely. Our entire house was shrouded in her toxic cloud of misery, until I got accepted into one of the nation's top medical schools. She held that acceptance letter, laughing, then suddenly went blind. Mom's favorite line was, "If it weren't for you kids, I'd have killed myself already. You've sucked the life right out of me." At first, I genuinely believed she was sick. After all, since I could remember, she was either popping pills or on her way to the hospital. Our drawers were stuffed with pill bottles and test results. The air permanently reeked of herbal medicine. At home, Mom never let us laugh out loud. She'd say, "What's so funny? Your happiness is built on my suffering. I'm here dying while you're having a good time? Have you no conscience?" Dad and Tyler believed every word, tiptoeing around her, terrified that one wrong word or gesture would worsen her condition. But the day I got my medical school acceptance letter, Mom's performance shattered my last shred of sympathy. That day, Dad cooked a feast. Tyler actually smiled, secretly giving me a thumbs up. Dad raised his glass, beaming, "Let's toast to our future doctor, Emma Johnson. You're your father's pride." The moment he finished speaking, Mom slammed her chopsticks down. She clutched her eyes, moaning in agony. "My eyes, I can't see anything," she screamed, sliding from her chair, convulsing on the floor. The celebration froze instantly. Dad and Tyler went pale, scrambling to help her. "Quick, call 911, your mother, she's gone blind." I stood frozen, watching my mother writhe in pain on the floor, feeling ice creep up from my feet, freezing my blood solid. Though I wasn't officially in medical school yet, I'd read extensively out of passion for medicine, but I'd never seen someone go from jealous rage to spontaneous blindness in 1 second flat. Dad saw me standing still and roared, "Emma, what are you doing? You want to be a doctor, don't you? Check on your mother." I shot back, "I just got the acceptance letter. I haven't started classes." Mom lay there, convulsing and wailing, "Don't call her. She's not my daughter. She wants me dead. If I'm blind, she'll be happy. No one controlling her anymore." Her devastating accusation left the room deathly silent. Tyler cowered behind Dad, looking at me with fear and accusation. Dad shook with rage, pointing at me, lips trembling but speechless. Finally, he hoisted Mom up, screaming as he rushed out, "I'm taking your mother to the hospital, you heartless monster." The door slammed shut, leaving me alone with a table of cold food. I heard Mom's shrill cries echoing in the stairwell. "David, don't blame Emma. It's all my fault. I'm useless, sick, just her burden." Dad returned from the hospital exhausted and desperate. "Emma, your mother's really bad this time. The doctor said it might be optic nerve atrophy, terminal. She worried about you her whole life, and now that you've made it, she's—" I looked at him calmly. "Dad, did she get fundus examination, visual field testing, or visual evoked potential tests?" Dad stared blankly, shaking his head. "The doctor said she needs more tests, but your mother, she started crying when she heard about tests, saying we don't believe her, that it's incurable anyway. She doesn't want to waste money suffering." I laughed internally. Of course. She'd never take any test that could expose her charade. "Dad, I understand Mom's condition. Have her come home." Dad thought I'd finally seen the light, patting my shoulder with red eyes. "Good girl. If your mother knew you felt this way, she'd be half cured." But Mom came back worse than ever. She escalated, wearing sunglasses, groping around the house daily. "Ow, hit my leg, it hurts so much." "Water? Can someone get me water? I'm blind, can't do anything." She ordered Dad around, made Tyler feed her and massage her legs. The house became chaos, and I became her primary target. "Emma, come here, read this medicine label." "I can't see. What if I take the wrong pills and die at home with no one knowing?" I picked up the bottle, reading clearly, vitamin C tablets 3 times daily, 1 tablet each time. Mom's voice shot up, wailing to Dad. "David, listen to her. Listen to that tone. She's cursing me to die. She thinks I'm faking because I'm taking simple vitamins." Dad rushed over, snatching the bottle, berating me. "How dare you talk to your mother like that? She's suffering and you can't even be gentle? Did all your education go to waste?" Looking at this gaslit father-son duo, I felt only endless sorrow. Tyler tugged my sleeve carefully. "Sis, Mom's really sick. Just apologize or Dad will get angry again." I took a deep breath, knowing truth was the least important thing in this house. Mom didn't need treatment. She needed everyone revolving around her, suffering for her illness. The drama temporarily paused as I prepared to leave for college. Dad repeatedly reminded me to call home often, to check on Mom's condition, but worse disaster awaited us. One day, Tyler's teacher called. My 9th grade brother had won first place in the state math Olympiad, earning admission to a top private high school. The school wanted to hold an award ceremony, hoping parents could attend to share their educational insights. I was ecstatic, immediately calling Dad with the news, but Dad stammered, unable to speak. "Emma, whatever you do, don't let your mother know." My heart sank. We both knew any good news in our family catalyzed Mom's worsening condition. To avoid triggering Mom, Dad secretly attended the ceremony. That day, he and Tyler came home barely containing their joy. Tyler carefully hid his certificate and admission letter in his backpack, terrified Mom would find them, but nothing stayed secret from her in this house. At dinner, Mom sighed casually. "The neighbors told me they saw David at Tyler's school today. Something good happen? Why hide it from someone who's dying anyway?" The table atmosphere froze solid. Dad quickly explained, "Nothing, just a regular parent meeting." Mom set down her chopsticks, not crying or raging, just saying quietly, "Tyler's growing up, keeping secrets now." Makes sense. Mom's useless, can't help you, only drag you down. When you get to that good high school, meeting new friends, don't mention having such an embarrassing mother. Her words were soft needles, piercing Tyler's heart. The following days brought no peace. She started having heart pain again. She'd burst into Tyler's room at midnight, clutching her chest, gasping, saying she dreamed Tyler abandoned her, scared awake. She'd accidentally innocently break Tyler's favorite mug, then cry. See, Mom can't even handle small things anymore. How can I take care of you? She bound Tyler's joy and future tightly to her illness and fear of abandonment. Tyler's smile disappeared day by day, placed by crushing guilt. The final straw came in a phone call from school. A week later, the teacher regretfully informed Dad that after comprehensive consideration, the school had revoked Tyler's admission. When Dad pressed for reasons, the teacher vaguely mentioned an anonymous letter from a concerned parent. The letter, written as if from a parent worried about the child's future, claimed Tyler was under severe stress, had serious learning difficulties and psychological problems, that our family was poor, and we didn't support his admission, believing it would burden him. It painted him as a fragile, sensitive wreck with family problems. Dad hung up and stormed into the bedroom, finding Mom's draft letter hidden under her pillow. He shook with rage. That night, I got Dad's call, his voice filled with unprecedented despair and exhaustion. Emma, all hell's breaking loose. I can't take it anymore.
To continue, tap the arrow in the bottom right corner and copy the link, then tap the CapCut icon in the bottom left. Finally, click the red button.